Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kavya here, and if you are watching me for the first time, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And now without further delay, let's get started. I have an extremely dry skin and I do follow some do's and don'ts in order to maintain the glow and health of my skin. In today's video, I am going to be sharing the same with you. And if you have dry to very dry skin, then keep watching this video. Before getting into the skincare aspect, we all know that our overall health plays a really important role in the health of our skin. So, it is necessary to drink a lot of water throughout the day in order to keep yourself hydrated. You can also consume a lot of fruits in order to keep yourself hydrated. The next one is a really important one, that is to keep your thyroid levels in check. Yes, that is right. Hormonal imbalance could cause a lot of skin problems such as dullness, dryness, acne, breakouts, etc. If you are experiencing the dryness of your skin all of a sudden without any particular reason like dietary changes, climatic changes or weather changes, it could be that your thyroid levels are low. So, get your thyroid levels checked and take appropriate medication for the same. Now coming to the skincare part or the skincare aspect, remember 4 points. Always choose products with ingredients such as vitamin E, aloe vera, glycerin, squalane, hyaluronic acid, etc. Because these ingredients tend to attract moisture into the skin, so it helps a lot with dryness. Make sure to use fragrance-free products as much as possible. Cream-based products could be your best friend, be it a cream-based cleanser or a cream-based moisturizer, because these tends to hydrate your skin without taking away its natural oils. Dry skin can always be sensitive and prone to acne. So you need to make sure that you choose products that doesn't irritate your skin. Make sure to use a gentle hydrating cleanser or a cream-based cleanser for your skin. The cleansers I love are Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser and Neutrogena's Hydrating Cleanser. If you love using toners, make sure it is a hydrating one. The toner that I love the most is the Body Shop's Vitamin E Hydrating Toner. Serums are the one that targets our skin's concerns, so it is always necessary to choose a right one. Choose a hydrating serum that contains glycerin, hyaluronic acid or squalane in it. The serums I love are the Ordinary's Hyaluronic Acid Serum and the 100% plant-derived squalane, also from Ordinary. Just because your serum is really hydrating and moisturizing, it doesn't mean that you skip using a moisturizer. A moisturizer is a really important step to seal in all the goodness of the serum. So you need to choose a thick emollient moisturizer for your skin. The moisturizers I personally love are Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream, CeraVe Moisturizing Cream, Neutrogena's Oil-Free Moisturizer for sensitive skin and Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. They are really good. The next step is not just necessary but also a mandatory one, that is sunscreen. Dryness could cause dullness, acne, breakouts and eventually hyperpigmentation. Sunscreen is a really important step in reversing and treating hyperpigmentation, so don't skip on the sunscreen. You could use a chemical or a mineral sunscreen according to your needs and your budget. You could also apply a sheet mask twice or thrice a week. I really love green tea and aloe vera sheet mask for my dryness. When it comes to nighttime skincare, do not sleep with your makeup on. The ingredients in your makeup could really aggravate the dryness and cause breakouts. Use a cream-based makeup remover and gently cleanse your skin using a gentle hydrating cleanser. After cleansing your skin, it is also important to use an exfoliating toner like a AHA or a BHA based exfoliating toner in order to remove all the dead skin cell buildup from your skin. You could use it twice or thrice a week. Exfoliating your skin could also make the serums and moisturizers that you apply absorb better into your skin. After exfoliating your skin, just top it off with a simple hydrating serum or a hydrating moisturizer. Just keep it simple. These are all the things that I follow in order to take care of my skin. I also follow a few more steps that I shouldn't be doing that damages my skin. Never use a harsh foaming cleanser or a cleanser that contains salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide unless it is prescribed by a doctor for your acne issues. Because salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide can really aggravate the dryness in your skin and it could cause flakiness of your skin as well. Physical exfoliators that contains harsh physical exfoliating beads are a strict no-no for dry skin because it tends to take away the moisture from your skin and cause more dryness. Do not use a water-based or a gel-based moisturizer because they are usually catered for combination to oily skin. They might not be the best option for dry skin. Beware of using a clay mask or a charcoal mask because they tend to pull away the moisture or the excess sebum from your skin, making it more dry. They could be a good option for oily skin, but they are definitely not the best option for dry skin. Avoid using facial mists frequently throughout the day. While it can be very refreshing at first, but as it dries down and evaporates, it also tends to take away the moisture from your skin, leaving it more dry. And last but not least, do not wash your face more than 2 times a day. Anything more than that could take away the excess moisture from your face and could worsen the dryness of your skin. When it comes to makeup, prepping your skin is a really important step. It could include exfoliation, applying sheet mask, or using a hydrating primer. Always choose a hydrating base makeup like a hydrating foundation or a hydrating concealer in order to make your makeup look less cakey and more dewy. Use a wet makeup sponge for base makeup instead of makeup brushes for a less streaky makeup application. And after finishing your makeup, top it off with a good makeup fixing spray in order to take away any dryness and powderiness from your skin. By that, we have come to the end of today's video, and if you have any doubts or questions, please let me know in the comments below so that I'll be able to clarify the same for you. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope this video was really helpful to you, and if it was, don't forget to hit the like button, comment on your feedback, share this video with your friends, and please make sure you subscribe my channel. And I'll see you all in another interesting video. Until then, stay tuned, stay safe, and I wish you all have a lovely day. Bye.